Greetings, greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, grand rising, whatever time of day it is for you. I welcome you this morning. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and that you rise up this morning more rejuvenated and well rested. I took the day off yesterday and I am well rested. I went to bed at 2 a.m. because I slept. I took what was supposed to be a power nap, which ended up in maybe 4 or 5 hours sleep. Grand rising to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who are new to my platform, welcome. Let us know who you are and where you're joining from by giving us your first name only. I love to ask for your first name because that's how I connect with you. By your first name, I remember your name and of course put your beautiful picture up and I will able to connect with you. Welcome, welcome. Whether you are on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, StreamYard, or TikTok, welcome, welcome, welcome. Later on, we will be doing the water therapy. So get your water and have it close by. And I am Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a spiritual healer. I am your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, facilitator, and mentor. So I work with you to help you to birth your dreams. And you're probably asking, well, what is it about spiritual healing? And let me explain a little more about that. I am called to help you to work through those ancestral traumatic dramas and traumas. You know that we go through lives and we have certain stumbling blocks and certain traumas that is holding us back. And the more I delve into understanding and studying what I am called to do on this new assignment, it has become clear to me that I need to be working with folks to help them heal their traumas, their ancestral traumas. You know, we all have them. So I am so honored that I said yes to that. So for those of you who are looking to consult, there is a link in my bio. Just click on it, set up an appointment, and we can start working on those issues. All right? So again, tap the screen, share the live, invite, invite, invite. Today is going to be an easy morning. There's no hardcore teaching today. As we celebrate Women's History Month in the month of March, I want to bring our attention towards the women who are overlooked. They never get a thank you. They never get a happy birthday, and the list goes on. And although the women that are recognized nationally and internationally are well deserving, but I want to pull our attention this morning to the women you and I know that oftentimes go unrecognized. I was touched when I saw someone in the TikTok comments wrote that I celebrate women every day because I have two, my wife and my goddess. And I'm going to take that to mean maybe his daughter. And isn't that amazing to be able to read that? How many of us can really say we are taking the time to honor the women in our lives? I know last night at maybe it was about 10:30 or 11, I was speaking with my aunt in New York, who is almost like a mother to me because I've lost my mother at age 13 and a half. So she's like my mother. All right? And we spoke at length. So I want to remind everyone on this broadcast, when was the last time you set some time aside to honor a woman? Whether that woman is part of your family or just somebody you know. It could be somebody from your grocery store. It could be somebody from your laundry, your, what you call it, your dry cleaners, your meat market, your post office. I want, before the end of the month rolls around, I want you to let it be a task that you will put on your to-do list to single out a few women that normally are not recognized, and I want you to personally let them know, hi, Doris, I am taking this time to honor you today. I am not sure whether or not you know that March is Women's History Month. And I want to celebrate you. I want you to know that you're doing an amazing job. Can you imagine how appreciative these women will be? So I want you to pick out a few people that you will do that to. And for some of us, those ladies are probably not close to us for us to do a personal visit and to tell them this in person. I want you to pick up the telephone and call them and let them know you're celebrating them. For some, more than likely, it will be teachers. I have a friend out in Ohio, Dolores Presley. And I tell you, I just admire that lady so much so because every opportunity she gets, she recognizes her elementary school teacher. She never forget her. Every time she's sharing her story, she's always acknowledging her, I think it's her second grade elementary school teacher. And I think that each and every one of us, we need to take the time in doing this. Because too often, women that are affluent and those that are in recognizable position, they are grand leaders or they are business owners, they get those accolades, and that's all right. But what about the everyday woman? They deserve that recognition too. The mothers that are raising those kids by themselves for whatever reason. I look on the war that is happening right now, and I look on the women walking for hours and for miles with those children. Some of them are toddlers. Some of them are babies wrapped up in blankets because of the coldness of the weather. Good morning, Jennifer. Let us not forget those women. And we don't have to look on the television to see women who have stepped up, and they are not only mothers. Some of them are fathers too. I remember years ago when I was raising my son as a single parent, and he made me a Father's Day card. And I know that there are many other women out there who have had this experience, because our children sees us filling two roles. They see us as mothers and they see us as fathers. And I know this is an on-time conversation. On-time conversation. It could be your neighbor. You see, you have never spoken with that woman. You see her every day. You see her at the bus stop. You see her at the supermarket, and sometimes she gets a little short with the children. Why? Because she's stressed. I want for you, the next time that happens in your presence, whether it's Women's History Month or not, the next time that happens in your presence, I want for you to say to that woman, sis, you got this. You're doing an amazing job. And I wanted to tell you that I want to take this time to celebrate you, because what you're doing, it's not easy, yet you're holding it together. Every woman, regardless of their culture or their ethnicity, can do with a little stroking, a little pat on the shoulder. It's not easy being a woman. It is not easy being a woman. So instead of us continuously tearing them down for what they have done incorrectly, I want us to begin, as of today, let us begin by lifting them up. Let us acknowledge them. Let us praise them. There are some that is waking up to go to the jobs at the factories. They fix the children's lunch, they put their clothes out before they go to work, and they're off to work. Let us remind them that they are doing an excellent, excellent job. And for some, don't take your parents for granted. There are some adults who think it's beyond them to pick up the phone to call their parents and to say, I love you, mommy. I want to thank you. I don't think I had thank you for that thing you did for me when I was X years old. I want to let you know today, I never forget it. And I just want to celebrate you for that. If you are just joining, we are talking about celebrating women from all walks of life, those women that's forgotten. Who are they, you may ask? Who are they? We do not have to walk too far to see those women. But as someone said earlier on in the broadcast, I celebrate women every day because I have two. I have my wife and my goddess. So who are some of these women that we have forgotten? Please go ahead and jot them in the comments section. Who are they? And the question I need to ask you after that, why have we forgotten them? Why do we not think that it is important to celebrate them? And we don't need to wait for March to roll around to celebrate these women. And I think I can go out on the limb and say, because we have a sense of entitlement, and that's one of the main reasons why we are not celebrating women. You look around and you count all your fingers and all your toes of all the things that any one woman does in any given day, and you're still short. You don't have enough fingers and toes to cover all of the tasks that she is doing. And when it's time for her to go to bed to wake up the next morning, oh, I forgot to do this. Let us honor and celebrate our women. Let us honor and celebrate the women in our lives. Whether they are directly a part of your family or they are only someone that you know in your community. Go across the lines of what you normally do and celebrate these women. Celebrate them. I tell you, it is going to make such a difference in their lives. Why? Because they are not accustomed to that. Why do we think it's only the dignitaries that need to be recognized? Why do we think it's only dignitaries we need to acknowledge? I want, okay, I want to honor every woman that takes the time to come into my community. I want to honor them for coming on and to share their thoughts and their ideas with each other, to love on each other and to support. I go live 7 days a week. I used to know I go 6, and there are certain women that are on here every single morning. I live in Eastern Time Zone, and these women are here every single morning. I want to celebrate them. I want to honor them. Jennifer, Geraldine, Sonia, Natasha, Natalie, Sade, and the list goes on. Some of these women, they're driving their kids to school, and yet they are having the kids to type while they listen to what is going on. These women are coming on here because what? They are able to get some valuable information that can guide their lives and that they can share with others. I celebrate you for everything that you are doing. I want for you to remember again, I think I said it before, but I want to reiterate this. Encourage you, if it's even 3 people today, call them and let them know, or go tap on their door or whatever, and said, listen, man, I just want you to know I am celebrating you. Because, some people forget that March is Women's History Month. And they're so busy and they're not paying any attention. But I want you to take that chance on them. Go out and let them know how much you are celebrating them. I saw somebody said, thanks for that perspective because I never thought of it. And that is so true. The simple things, we don't normally think about it. If the things is not in the news or in the newspaper or in social media, we don't pay any attention to that. The things that are so close to us, we do not pay attention to those things. Can you imagine being at home pulling things together? And every day you come, your family comes in, they said to you, oh, we are celebrating you because we know how blessed we are to have you. Hey, Michael, we are talking about celebrating women, Michael, from all walks of life. Can you imagine saying that to a person who is pulling things together at home? They would be so appreciative. Why? Because normally family members have a sense of entitlement and think that the things that the women are doing, they're supposed to do it. Oh, Ma, I don't have any socks. Do you see my this? Do you see my that? Do you see the other? I'm sure you can all relate to what I am saying. All road leads to you. Nobody knows where to find anything. It's always, Ma, you know where this is. Ma, you know where the other is. I celebrate the women who pulled me through my pain and struggles in my life. Amen, Michael. And that's what I was saying before. Some of us need to look outside our family and just acknowledge and celebrate those women who have been there for you. Listen, we don't only have to celebrate those people who are in the media. We are celebrating women. Okay? If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to catch the conversation from the beginning. All right? So, yes, there are many people in their lives where different women stepped in at different stages of our lives and pull us through certain situations. Women who let you know that I am there for you. I remember when I used to go to a particular church, there were 6 women of us. We call ourselves sisters in the spirit. And we would come together and we would pray for people when they were going through different stuff. And now there are 6 of us. Now we have, I think, 3 of us remaining. And we used to just celebrate each other. We would lift each other up. And I'm just encouraging you, and leave a note for yourself that, listen, I don't have to wait for Women's History Month to celebrate the women. I can do that each and every day. Because the women in our society and our community always go unrecognized. So let us break that mold and let us create a new mold where we lift women up and celebrate them each and every day, 365 days a year. Let us lift them up and know how much we appreciate them. I hope that this conversation, hey, good morning, Queen. We're talking about celebrating women from all walk of life. And let us lift women up. Let us not wait for Women's History Month to celebrate them. Why? Because we need each other. We need each other. All right? I want for you to get your water, and let's do the water therapy. Bless your water. What is it you need from your water? By blessing your water, you're adding extra energy to your water. You're asking for clarity, for healing, whatever it is that you need. I need for you to let that request be known to your water. I ask that this water will go directly to all my organs. It will go throughout every system that is in my body. If there are any disease that is lurking in my body, I ask that this water will flush it out. And as this request is made, I know it is done, and so it is. Let us drink. And so it is. I thank you, Jennifer, for showing up. And there was also somebody else there. I'm not sure who it is. But just so you know, Queen, I celebrate you. I lift you up. And I hope you'll find a few more women to celebrate today. If you are not doing so, kindly subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. And if you forget where I'm hanging out, I am Googleicious, so you can just Google me to find out where I am. I'll see you tomorrow morning right back here on StreamYard. I love you, and guess what? Absolutely nothing that you can do about that. Love you, family. I'll see you on the next broadcast. Bye.